I'm a parent of a child that has had cancer, and I actually have her beads here. And thank God she is now in remission after 2 rounds of going through cancer. But some days she has bad days. And what we're able to do is we're able to take out the beads and see where she has been and how far she has come. And whatever is ailing her or whatever the issue is, it's nothing compared to where she's come from. Our children are absolutely phenomenal in everything that they do, and this just maps out how good they are. And we know it as parents, but sometimes they don't realise what they have gone through and what the strength and courage that they have shown in the light of their childhood cancer diagnosis.
I don't have a favourite colour because they're all really pretty, but if I did have to pick one, it would be this bead right here. A red bead would represent a blood transfusion, and a white bead, that would represent a chemo thing, and a yellow bead is an overnight stay. And this bead here, I have a few of them, it's to show hair, it's like a hair loss bead.
Erin was only 4 weeks when she was diagnosed. She was a baby going through treatment, so they didn't mean anything to her at the time. Now we have them, as I said, in a display case. We have them in our hall. She can see them every day. We can see them. Anyone who comes into the house can see them. And every bead tells a story. It's nice for her now to have that. She can see exactly what she went through. We have a lot of beads. She had 214 nights stay in hospital. She had 150 blood transfusions. She had 2 bone marrow transplants. So there's a bead for every one of those. So every bead tells a story.
My own child, Cleena Beanie Pearson, who was diagnosed with neuroblastoma and unfortunately passed away 2 years ago after 6 years of treatment. And what it did for us is it allowed us to talk to Cleena. She was diagnosed at 4, okay, and she passed away when she was 9, just before her 10th birthday. And we were able to talk through her journey, and she'd tell people as she was putting beads on her string that, oh yeah, I got a poke, like a needle today, that's a black bead, or I had a high temperature, that's a green bead. So it allowed us to do, to recap the story. It helps us realise what Cleena went through, and only Cleena had to go through. We were there with her, but she had to do all of these things. So she had to do all these things. So it helps us realise and think about what she did on a daily basis to be with us for as long as she was. And these aren't hidden away. These sit in our sitting room, all 6 jars of beads where we see them on a daily basis.
They mean something when you were in hospital. They mean you can look back of all the stuff you have done all through, and then when you're finished, when you collect all of them, it means something because you can like frame them, you can do anything with them because they're so interesting. You can look back at all the stuff you've been through, or like how long you've been in there. I started off with a string, and then after all the stuff, after like a month, they gave me all the beads I'd done in a month, and then after all the months, I got loads of beads. And then they made a big string, and then I managed with loads of them. There's one here, this red one, and it means I'd be in an ambulance.